Hello friends, welcome back to Hyper Games. My name is Joseph and today on PlayStation News, PS5 high demand not affected by price increase, Sony may be planning to release PS5 Slim next year, a recap of some God of War Ragnarok news, Sony may be working on a Horizon MMO, Kojima Debunks Death Stranding Stadia exclusive rumor, Final Fantasy XVI features and exclusivity detailed, and more. Let's get into them. PS5 high demand not affected by price increase. Sony's Q2 2022 results last week revealed PS Plus didn't perform as they hoped, but PS5 is still doing great numbers despite the recent price increase in some markets. CFO Hiroki Totoki said that so far due to the price increase they have not seen any dampening of the demand, but they are monitoring what will happen in the market going forward. The PS5 increased by about £30, €50 or 5,000 yen last August, but it didn't increase in the US. Even so, Sony is still hoping to hit their 18 million target console ship by March 2023. Are you located in one of the markets where the PS5 price increased? Did it change your desire to get the console? Let us know in the comments. Sony may be planning to release PS5 Slim by next year. According to the website TheLeak.co, Sony may be preparing to release an updated and slimmer PS5. The report indicates that they will reduce console size and weight with a new D chassis, something they have been actively looking for with previous B and C versions. A change that will save Sony on shipping and production costs. Previous reports from Insider Gaming also mentioned a similar story and that the PS5 will feature a detachable disk drive accessory. The current PS5 model will cease production by October fiscal year 23, with the new one launching in November fiscal year 23, while it may not be under the Slim branding. Sony is aiming to ship a massive 30 million PS5 units in fiscal year 23, up from 18 million in the current fiscal year, a number that leaves out a possible PS5 Pro, with the report also saying the improved console may not arrive until at least fiscal year 24. Do you currently have a PS5 or are you waiting on a possible Slim or Pro version? Share with us in the comments. A recap of some God of War Ragnarok news. God of War Ragnarok's Day 1 patch is now available on both PS4 and PS5 with version 2.0, and it's a 745MB download with over 160 stability and performance fixes. Reviewers have shared PS4 performance, saying that it runs well at 1080p 30fps with obviously longer load times, but it gets so loud that it's scary, says Kotaku's Ryzen, who had to turn up the TV volume to cover the noise. So if you are playing the game on the last gen console, make sure to have it in a well ventilated area, as it should also get hot while playing the game. Trophies are now detailed for God of War Ragnarok and they include 16 bronze, 15 silver, 4 gold and a platinum, for a total of 36. Most include the typical collectible or upgrade related actions, and 18 of them are story or spoiler related. According to PowerPix, it takes 50 to 60 hours to get the platinum on the Give Me balanced difficulty setting. The good thing is there are no missables and nothing seems too challenging, with the platinum difficulty only a 4 out of 10. However, if you aim to get it on the highest No Mercy difficulty, then look for it to take anywhere from 60 to 70 hours. There's some controversy around one of Ragnarok's reviews, specifically IGN Korea's Bae Sang-yoon, who gave it a 6 out of 10, saying the game felt like a DLC of the previous game. Hyun commented on Twitter he's been harassed with insults, but that ultimately this is just one opinion on the game, and if you don't agree you should just enjoy the game and not stick to his review. He did acknowledge the OpenCritic final verdict was translated by the IGN editorial department and it was done in a provocative direction, so that has been revised. I commented about his review on my livestream reacting to Ragnarok reviews and found his opinion had fair points regarding the story in comparison to other reviews, but I don't think we can say this is a DLC. Please don't harass people when they have different opinions. Ragnarok, however, is not short of praise, with Washington Post Gene Park saying the game dethroned The Witcher 3 for him in regard to side quests. The What Santa Monica's Luis Sanchez and Anthony Dimento commented on, saying they poured everything into every inch of the game, and that one of their goals was to match The Witcher 3 side quests. Last couple of news on Ragnarok, Sackboy A Big Adventure is celebrating this week's launch with new costumes for the game. You can find Freya, Kratos and Atreus. There will also be a PlayStation Stars digital collectible for anyone who pre-ordered the game on PlayStation Store or PlayStation Direct. That's everything on Ragnarok, and again I'll be streaming the game this week, so you are more than welcome to join. Sony and NCSoft may be working on a Horizon MMORPG. According to Korean news site MTN, Sony has agreed to enter a business partnership with NCSoft to create a new game with the Horizon IP. This pair is familiar with both companies. NCSoft is responsible for games such as Lineage and Guild Wars, and the deal for a Horizon MMO codenamed Project H is for it to be released on PlayStation, PC, and mobile. Recent hiring from PlayStation, like a Korean translator and a senior games writer at Guerrilla with extensive knowledge on MMORPGs, add credence to the rumor. However, the deal may be in the very early stages, so it's likely we won't see anything for a while. NCSoft gave an official statement saying it's difficult to confirm information about unpublished projects that are currently under development. I think the world of Horizon is due for a multiplayer game, so really excited about the news. What do you think? Sound off in the comments. Returnal for PC is all but confirmed. Earlier this year we had the first listing from codename Oregon in the Steam database, and all the references pointed to it being Returnal. There's been even more hints throughout the year, but the latest one all but confirms the release. The Steam database listing received an update revealing the save games directory path, where the name is revealed to be Returnal. The listing has now been edited and can no longer be seen, but with all the clues we are just waiting for the official announcement at any point. The Gran Turismo movie adds a former Spice Girl. The Gran Turismo movie started production in late September and has added 2 stars to the cast, one of them a former Spice Girl. Jerry Halliwell Horner, known as Ginger Spice, and 2-time Academy Award nominated actor Jaimon Hounsou have been cast as the parents of the teenager played by Aki Madekwe, who wins a Gran Turismo competition and becomes a professional driver. They join the likes of David Harbour, Orlando Bloom, and Darren Barnett in the project directed by District 9's Neil Blomkamp. Gran Turismo is expected to hit in August 2023 and is one of Sony's many transmedia projects, including The Last of Us, Twisted Metal, Horizon, Ghost of Tsushima, and God of War. Kojima debunks Death Stranding Stadia exclusive rumor. In the previous news video we talked about creator Hideo Kojima and how he addressed the studio acquisition and Blue Box rumors in his most recent podcast episode. One more thing he talked about was the rumors on a Stadia exclusive Death Stranding 2, saying the rumors of the first game or a sequel in the works for the Google streaming platform were unfounded. He never talked to Google's Phil Harrison about wanting to create a Death Stranding sequel and doesn't know from where the information was pulled. The studio is rumored to be working on a Death Stranding sequel, which is expected to be a PlayStation exclusive, since the initial deal covered 2 games. Final Fantasy XVI features an exclusivity detail. The Final Fantasy XVI team gave a new round of interviews to the media talking about the game's features. Director Hiroshi Takai mentioned that the game will have a new Game Plus mode, where Clive's level, abilities, and equipment will carry over to a fresh playthrough. They are also giving more difficulty options with a story difficulty for easy combat that will chain attacks and specials automatically, and a hardcore setting as well. In related news, PlayStation released their new holiday campaign, Play Like Never Before, where you can see some of the exclusive games coming up. Final Fantasy XVI made an appearance, saying its anticipated release is in the summer of 2023 and will be a PS5 exclusive for 6 months. This is a change from Final Fantasy VII Remake, which remained for 19 months as a PlayStation exclusive, launching in April 2020 on PS4 and December 2021 on PC. But Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will also be a PlayStation exclusive on PS5 for an undisclosed time. Are you looking forward to any of these Final Fantasy games? Tell us in the comments. A round of quickfire game news. Not only there are new PlayStation Stars rewards on God of War Ragnarok, but also around Ratchet & Clank's 20th anniversary with a collectible for playing any of the series games. A white ceramic PS3 is also a reward for anyone who plays any game on PS4 or PS5. BioWare celebrated Mass Effect N7 Day with a clip showing art for the new game in the series. It appears to be a new mass relay getting built, the space devices that allowed your crew to travel between galaxies. Reports from GameIndustry.biz and Insider Gaming indicate that EA has revised their racing catalog internally and has resulted in axing the Project Cars franchise from Slightly Mad Studios and Dirt Rally by Codemasters. Of course, EA acquired Codemasters in 2019, and now the development teams and investments will be moved on to other games where possible. Last September, Rockstar was hit with a huge leak that released tons of content on the upcoming Grand Theft Auto 6. Take-Two boss Stross Zelnick spoke about the issue on the recent earnings call, saying it was unfortunate but that there's no evidence any material assets were taken and won't have any influence on development. Ubisoft published a new FAQ on the Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake, saying the game is not cancelled and is currently in development at Ubisoft Montreal. They don't have a release date yet, and as such all existing pre-orders were cancelled with refunds issued. They will open once again when they give a new date. They also said they have no current plans to remake any of the other Prince of Persia titles. It seems like Diablo 4 will be released on April 2023 according to the guys at the Xbox Era podcast and Windows Central. The announcement may be happening in December, likely at the Game Awards, with pre-orders opening after that. There will be a physical collector's edition with early access to the beta in February next year. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 sales continue to deliver, taking the top spot as the best-selling physical game for the second week in the UK. FIFA 23 took the second spot and Gotham Knights fell from number 5 to number 9. Speaking of Call of Duty, Activision said in their latest financial report that they have plans for the next full premium release in the blockbuster annual series. However, it doesn't mean it's a new game, as Bloomberg's Jason Schreier commented on the matter, saying the word premium is because it's a $70 game, but it's more Modern Warfare 2 with new single and multiplayer content. According to Remedy Entertainment's latest financial report, Alan Wake Remastered underperformed in terms of sales, as the studio hoped it would help them get funded for future projects. Despite that, they are still moving ahead with the sequel to be released in 2023. Netflix has announced they are working with developer Tender Claws on a Stranger Things VR game, where you would take control of Vecna, the Season 4 villain, as he explores the Upside Down and tames the hive mind. They only said it's coming to major VR platforms in winter 2023, but pretty sure that could include PSVR 2. And those are our PlayStation stories for today. Are you looking forward to PS5 Slim? Are you playing God of War Ragnarok this week? Do you care about the Horizon multiplayer game? And what do you think about the Final Fantasy XVI news? Share your thoughts on any of the news below, let me know your feedback by liking or disliking this video, check out other videos you may enjoy while you're here, and consider subscribing for more on PlayStation. Thank you so much for watching, my name is Joseph, this is Hype for Games, and let's get hype!